Hello everyone, welcome to our today's lesson. Well, in previous lessons we have finished all the Canva interface and this page is all done. You know, all the folders and options and menus in here and what you can do in this page is all clear. So today we are just going to create a design and start learning and studying and practicing how to use the Canvas tools to create designs. Well, whenever you're clicking on create design, it will bring and open a page where you can choose all the files and for example, the sizes that you want. For example, if you want to have a document, whiteboard presentation, Instagram post, or any other options, they are all available here. And if you couldn't find the thing that you want in here, you can search it in here. It will all bring it to you. Then if you want to do a custom size, you can click on custom size and then you can give it a custom size. The width would be 11 and the weight will be 11 and the units would be inches for me. And now create a new design. It'll open another tab for me on Google and it will create this white space for me to start designing. Well, as you see, here it is. This is the page which will you start designing. Well, the first thing that we should do is just to rename and give a name for our project. I will name it. Well, this is the name, and here in the left, we will have a bunch of folders and files which we need to first know them. Well, the first one is design. In designs, you can find the templates and choose them, and under style, you can customize the colors and the shapes of them. Well, and the templates, for example, whatever template that you like and you want, you can, for example, choose them and you can open them right in here. Well, as you see, I have chosen this template, and in here, in the style, I can change the color of it. As you see, as I shuffle and click, the color and the design and the style is changing. Well, these were the styles and designs that you could, for example, choose from here. So in design part, you can choose and bring all the templates and the designs in here, and you can change the styles from here. Next part is element. In the element part, you will have all the elements that you might need to use in Canva. And it is you can use, for example, shapes, graphics, stickers, photos, videos, audios, charts, tables, frames, grids, mockups, and whatever that you want. And you can have some collections of some, for example, stickers and emojis too. Well, in here, you can start designing with these tools. Well, the element part is where you can start your designing and you can have everything to design. Well, you can use from this part is recently used. These are the shapes that I have used recently. And here, as you see, these are all the shapes that I can, for example, use them and open them. And here, and I can, for example, change the color, change the size, and these things. Well, these are the shapes that you can access and you can use them, you can customize them, you can change their color. And whenever you're adding a shape in here, these are the things that you will face and you will have on this part. Well, in the shape part, you can, for example, change this shape. For example, you have selected this shape, but you want to change it. So you would click on shape and you can change it. For example, you have got a circle, but you want to change it to a square or you want to change it to a triangle, so you can change it. And the next part is the color. And the color part, you can make it transparent. You can give it any other color that you want. You can make it gradient too. And the next part is the border. If you want to give it a border, you would click on border, and here you can, for example, give the border a weight. For example, you want it to be very, for example, thick, or you want it to be very thin. And the corner rounding is going to make these corners round. As you see, it will be shaped just like this. And these parts are just the differences between as you see, our shape, the border shape is going to change like this. For example, 3 dots or more. like this. You can change it. Or if you get none, your shape would not have any border. Well, clicking back on this, and this is the next part. And here you can choose the font. For example, if you're adding any font to it, you can change the font. You can resize that font from here. For example, I would like to write the, and I think it is not very clear, but as you see here, it is the word the in here. And in here, I can change the font. When I click on here, I would like to change the blogger font for this. Well, yes, as you see, it has implemented on this. And the next part is the color. In here, you can change the color of your font. And as you see, I have changed this to the white. And after that is the size. Well, before color, we have the size. We can just resize it. For example, I would like to make it bigger. And the next part is bold. If you want to make your text bold, you can click on B and it will be bold. On italic, it will shape the text italic. Underline will give it a line under the text. And a strike through will have, for example, line on the text. We can use, and this part is for uppercase. You can make your text uppercase, all of them all together. And this is the alignment. You can bring your text in the middle, in the right, or in the left. I would like to bring it on the middle. And the next part is the list or the bullets. Well, in bullets, you can create bullets and use them. For example, this is the first, and the next one would be, for example, this. Yeah, and as you see, you can use bullets in here. And if you want to, for example, use this bullet, for example, give it a for example, sub bullet. For example, I need to give this a very clear, for example, a very clear example. So I'm going to write, for example, computer, mobile phone. And computer, maybe in computer we have, for example, two parts. Then I would press tab. If you press tab, this will bring the another bullet. This would be desktop and laptop. As you see, these two parts are related to the computer. And this is the main bullet and this is the main bullet. And these are the sub-bullets of the computer. Well, we will use that and I will explain this again for you when we are studying the presentations. This is a very important part in the... And let me go back. Yeah. The next part is the spacing. In here you have two types of spacing. The first one is the letter spacing, the space between the letter. You can increase it, make them far. You can decrease it, make them close to each other. And the next one is line spacing, the space between two lines. You can make it far, for example, increase it and make them, for example, far from each other, or you can decrease it and make them close to each other. And the next one is the pending, a space between the bullet and the text. You can increase it and you can decrease it. Well, the next part is the animation. In animation, you can give your shape and animate. For example, you want to choose it like this, like this, like this, like this. Well, you would need to use this just for your presentation, because if you, for example, export this as a picture or as a poster or a PNG, you would not need such a thing because it is not going to be saved in presentation files, so no movement will be saved like that. And the next part is the position. I would click Control D on my shape and it will be doubled. And I would like to change the color of the second one. And now we can use the position. Well, as you see, if I click on position, it will show me to bring backward. It will take my shape backward. If I bring on forward, it will bring my shape forward. And the two back and two front is, for example, we are having many shapes. Let me change their colors too to explain it easily for you. Well, as you see now, we're having 4 shapes. And if I want to bring this at the very end, I would click on position and bring it to back. It will go at the end. As you see, this is the end of all the shapes, just like this. And if I want to bring, for example, this shape to the very front, I will click on it, click on position, yeah, on this shape and to front. This shape would be all on the front. Well, bring backward and forward will do just one task, and to front and to back is going to do cross all the shapes all together. And this align is going to, for example, choose, for example, where do you want to, for example, your shape want to bring it here, and I would say on top. It is going on top as you see. Let me zoom it out a little bit. And if I come to the left, this will come to the left. Middle, it will come to the middle. Center, it will come to the center. Bottom, bottom, and right is bring it to the right. And the next part is the layer. Well, in the layer, we would need some our other shapes again. Well, I would like to click on it and go to position, click on layer, and as you see, this is the first and second and third, and this is the last shape in there. So I would like to bring this at the forward. For example, if I bring this in here, this will come on. And let's look at this. This is at the end of all the shapes. I will bring it right here, and this will bring the shape all in here for me. And this is the background of us. We cannot change it because this is the background. Well, I would like to click again, and the next part is the transparency. So this is the shape, and I want to make it transparent. And as you click on it, this will lose its color a little bit, and you can make it, for example, transparent. And as you see, you can bring this like this, and it will look like a shadow for this, as you see. Well, you can transparent it, and when you transparent something, it means that you can see something else behind that. As you see, I can see the other page in this part and behind this. The next part is the copy style. For example, you have given a specific style for your shape. Let me decrease the, yeah. I have given, for example, a specific style for this. I would like, for example, give it border like this. And I would come here, copy a style, and I would paste it on it, and this style will be copied on this. Well, this is in transparent. Because of that, it's not showing that clearly, but as you see, it has copied everything all to that. And if I change this and I come to copy style and copy it, paste it on this, this is going to paste all the shapes like that. Well, the next part is lock. Whenever you are locking a shape, you cannot do anything to that. Even if you select anything in your page, as you see, it's not choosing this. Can you see it? If I select it, it's not choosing this. It's just only choosing this, and I can, for example, change this. But I cannot change any of it. I cannot, for example, move it. As you see, I have clicked it and I have to move it, but it's not moving. And there's nothing in here to be changed on it. And if you unlock it, then you can change it, you can resize it. And if you select, and as you see, it has selected both of them. Well, this was about all the shapes and the elements that you have, and the other elements are all the same, just the graphics, and some of them are not having like the same items because they are created already and they are not having the capability to change like the shapes. Well, this was our today's video, and the next video I'm going to show you how you can generate AI images and shapes and videos. Thank you so much and have a nice day.